Hi, let's read together the Easter story. Written by Katherine, Sully, illustrated by Simona Sanfilippo, published by New Burlington Books. It was a long, dark night. Jesus was in trouble. Some people said he was the king of Jews. King Herod didn't like it. While Jesus prayed, Peter, James, and John sat under the trees keeping watch. But one by one, they fell asleep. Before sunrise, Jesus saw another disciple coming. It was Judas, with a crowd carrying torches and swords. Jesus woke the disciples. "Hello, Master," said Judas, and he kissed Jesus on the cheek. Now the priestess knew which man was Jesus. Jesus was arrested. Peter swung his sword, but Jesus told him not to fight. Peter, James, and John ran away. Jesus was taken to the chief priest. Peter had followed and was listening from a safe distance. But someone spotted him. "You were with Jesus," they said. "No, I wasn't," said Peter. 3 times Peter said he didn't know Jesus, just as Jesus had said he would. "Cocoricadoo!" Then the rooster crowed and Peter cried because he hadn't stood up for Jesus. The priests took Jesus to Pilate, the Roman governor. "Are you the king of the Jews?" Pilate asked him. Jesus said nothing. Pilate asked the crowd, "What has he done?" "He's hurt no one." But the crowd was angry. "Who shall I let go?" asked Pilate. "Barabbas, the murderer, or Jesus, King of the Jews?" "Let Barabbas go!" they cried. Pilate was amazed, but he let Barabbas go. Boo! The crowd made fun of Jesus as he was taken to a hill called Calvary. They put a crown of thorns on his head. Boo! Boo! Jesus was nailed to a wooden cross between 2 thieves. "If you are the Son of God," said the mean thief, "why don't you save yourself?" "What has he done?" "He's hurt no one," said the kind thief. At midday, the sky went dark. The darkness lasted for 3 hours. "God, forgive them," Jesus cried. "They don't know what they are doing." At the same moment, the earth rumbled and Jesus died. A Roman soldier was standing guard. "He really was the Son of God," he said. That evening, a man called Joseph took Jesus' body to a stone tomb. He washed Jesus and dressed him in clean clothes. Then he rolled a heavy stone over the opening of the tomb. Soldiers came to guard the tomb. All this time, Jesus' friends Mary Magdalene and Mary from Galilee were watching. 2 days later, Mary Magdalene and Mary from Galilee came back to the tomb. The soldiers were gone. The stone was rolled back and the tomb was empty. A shiny angel said, "Don't be afraid. Jesus is alive." They ran quickly to tell the disciples, but on the way they met Jesus. "Don't be afraid," said Jesus. "I will meet the disciples in Galilee." The disciples went to Galilee and waited. While they were talking, Jesus suddenly appeared. They were frightened. "Why are you afraid?" asked Jesus. "It's me." He showed them the marks on his hands and feet from the cross. "Go and tell the world that I have taught you. Tell them they should be sorry for what they have done wrong. If other people do bad things, we should forgive them." Jesus led his disciples to a place near Bethany. He lifted up his hands and blessed them. Jesus left them and was taken up into heaven. The disciples went out into the world. They spread God's message just as Jesus had told them. Now that you've read the story, what do you remember? Who led the crowd to Jesus? How many times did Peter say that he didn't know Jesus? What did the crowd put on Jesus' head? How did Jesus die? Who found out first that Jesus was alive? What does the story tell us? Jesus showed us that we should forgive other people, not blame them. Talk with your friends and see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Bye. See you.